Cash grabs are nothing new to cinema. Everywhere we look, it seems like there's another cash grabby movie that wants our attention. We've seen it with Mario, we've seen it with Sonic, and we've seen it with every Disney remake ever. Most of them are pretty annoying. They're just there to target children into having their parents buy more merchandise. And as you're watching, it's blatantly obvious that this is what they're doing. It feels slimy and a little underhanded. It's like the company doesn't really care about the story, it just cares about the buckets of money that they're going to get from its success. However, one movie changed the game. One so wholesome, so lovely, other cash grabs should follow its model. That movie was the Lego Movie. Lego Movie is a cash grab.
Duh.
However, it wasn't just a Lego commercial. It had something that other films lacked, and that was substance. It took the idea of how it feels to play with Legos and made a story surrounding that feeling. How adults look upon Legos as collectibles that shouldn't be played with, while kids use their imaginations to create whatever their little brain can think of. It made people feel the sensation of creating, even if they haven't picked up a brick in years. The Lego Movie was a success because it relies on two things: nostalgia and the emotions surrounding that feeling. It's not just a bunch of references to the Lego brand. For better or for worse, it re-envisioned the label and it paid dividends. And since it came out in 2014, I don't think there's been a cash grabby movie quite like it. Until Barbie. Now, when I went to go see this movie with my sister, I thought this was going to be a glitter bomb of pink sparkles everywhere. It was gonna be bizarre and a little weird. You know, I didn't really have to think or really do anything. Oh, how I was wrong. Now, the Barbie movie takes that same idea the Lego Movie does and makes you feel nostalgic towards the product. It makes you feel how you felt when you were playing with your favorite childhood doll. Even if you were one of those people that played with the doll way too hard and cut off her hair and drew on her face. I was not one of those children. There was a small part of me that thought if I destroyed my toys, I would end up like Sid from Toy Story.
So play nice.
In the opening parts of this movie, it brings this whimsical aspect of what it means to play with a Barbie. It wants you to feel all those memories from our childhoods that we thought we forgot. Even the music of the Barbie movie understands the assignment. In my opinion, most of the music is better than Everything Is Awesome. That song was like a parasite that I couldn't get out of my head for like 3 months after I watched the Lego Movie, okay? I don't want to go back there. Just when you're vibing to the pink vibe of this film, it goes and it slaps you right in the face. The sparkly pink utopia of this film comes crumbling down very quickly because this film doesn't just showcase the good, thrilly vibes of what a Barbie is. Barbie is Barbie. She's an icon, a very complex one at that, but she is iconic nonetheless. One that is tethered to a very complex topic. That is feminism. On one side of the spectrum, Barbie stands for anything. She can do anything, and so can you. But on the other side of things, she kind of showcases the dark sides, showing the unhealthy depiction of what women's bodies should look like, and instead of avoiding the concept altogether, it dives headfirst into this topic.
I think addressing the trauma is important. It's a discussion that needs to be had.
The Barbie movie does not stem away from controversy. It lets Margot Robbie's Barbie understand how impossible it is to live up to the Barbie standard in real life. Don't quote me on this, but this could be the most I've seen Margot Robbie cry in a movie. Maybe I, Tonya, but I think I, Tonya, she was more mad at Sebastian Stan's character. But anyways, there are a lot of tears in this movie, and in fact, if you're looking for a film that sees your favorite childhood doll have an existential crisis, I recommend this one for you. Go see it, it's a winner. Barbie has to deal with a lot of emotions, living up to the standard of being a woman. And although there is like at least one part that's a little ranty for my taste in that regard, I really do think this movie does a great job of showcasing you should be proud of yourself. And although we can't please everyone, the only person that we really have to live up to the standard to is ourselves. Then we have Ken, a doll who has only one purpose. Ken is like an accessory to Barbie. Barbie really doesn't need Ken to survive and exist, where Ken needs Barbie. There is no universe where Ken isn't attached to Barbie. And it's something that I didn't really think of until I watched this movie, but I'm kind of really glad that they shed the light on this topic, because the way that Barbie treats Ken is actually pretty horrible. She leads him on and then pushes him away again and again. That's uncool, Barbie. What are you doing? In fact, Ken takes over Barbie Land because he doesn't like how him and the other Kens are being treated. But also, on the other hand, Ryan Gosling does get his own song called I'm Just Ken. I'm sure you've heard it because it is like an earworm. Oh no, it's like everything's awesome all over again. Life isn't easy for a Ken doll. He's just like an enhancer for Barbie's story. Now, just like with Barbie, the film understands how, for a lack of better terms, pointless Ken can be. And instead of having Barbie and Ken end up together and live a happily ever after, it takes the high road and actually doesn't have these two be in a relationship at all. They actually learn to understand how important themselves are. Ken learns that he's more than just being a Ken who doesn't need to have Barbie to live, going back to that whole Barbie idea that Ken can be whoever he wants to be. Ryan Gosling and the other Kens, although they're great as comic relief characters, they get to be more than that, getting to that core message that they are enough. I think that's a lovely message for anyone, not just the Kens out there. If you're watching this video right now, I want you to know how special you are as a human being. You matter and you're wonderful. Barbie movie, the Lego movie, they're cash grabs. Sell more Barbies and Legos to children everywhere. And they do that successfully. And what they do is create a level of nostalgia for that product. And for the Barbie movie, it takes it one step further by understanding the history of the doll. When it comes to other companies making cash grabby movies based on products that already exist, then take into consideration how people feel about it. You don't have to make it relatable as the Barbie movie, but you need to find the passion of why people enjoy or hate the product. And I would love to see more cash grabby movies touch on the pathos of the product rather than the money that is generated from the film's success. That's just what I think. Let me know down in the comments about Lego or Barbie, or what the heck was your favorite childhood toy. And if this was your kind of sort of cup of tea, why don't you like this video? And if you're looking for another fun video to watch, you should watch this one right here. It's about remakes in the history of them. I want you to remember that you are awesome, and I will see you in the next one.